we are not going to consider these two queries at the same time. The first query we are considering is where you, as a part of a project you got a grant. It was a grant. Sir, not so? Was it a grant or a loan? Was this project a loan that gave you this equipment or a grant?
Sure, with the information we have, it was a grant.
No, the equipment could have been a grant, but was this whole project grant or a loan?
Chair, the challenge you have is that the entire process was being handled by Minister of Education. So for us, we had the receiving end.
As part of this project, you were given a printer.
Yes, Chair.
In 2018.
Yes, Chair.
And by the end of this year's audit, 2023-24, since then, this machine has not been functional.
Yes, Chair.
Secondly, or whatever, the basic reason for this was lack of a three-phase power line to the printer.
That's one of the reasons, Chair.
Another one?
This printer is basically for teaching purposes, and it was intended for a particular, not the routine printing. And that's the distinction I wanted to actually give between this printer and the leasing we do.
So, and the university, whatever, because the auditor says could also continue to, actually you are giving us more other areas of, say, of investigation. Wait a minute. This is not for what you assume it should do. It is for a particular purpose. And you are saying it's for teaching.
For teaching and also printing educational materials like maps.
What educational material do you print and can't print another booklet? Let me get educated. Because you want to print what? That a machine for which you brought experts from New Vision to inspect its functionality and can't print the normal printing.
Chair, if you would allow, because the chief, I understand it very well. With your permission, Chair.
Okay, ICT, you want to add yourself there?
Thank you, Chair. The US has already put it. This printer, we had a certificate program for printing, and it was being phased up, and this printer was basically for that program, for the certificate program, for training students.
I'm going to put you on oath.
Yes.
For every word you say, administer him on oath.
Thank you, sir. Yes,
and you know the meaning?
I'm saying that.
Should we find you have lied on oath, because we don't waste our time, and you have an opportunity to say you decline now.
Yes, Chair, I want to say I'm on oath, and what I'm saying is the truth.
You want me to put you on oath?
Yes.
Fine, administer him an oath. Because you have voluntarily thrown.
Okay. I've changed my mind. It's not my problem.
But Chair, it's also important to explain that when you decline, it's not that you are not going to tell the truth. No. It's not that you are not going to tell the truth. But at the same time, it doesn't mean
that what you are going to state will not be taken seriously or cannot be a subject of further scrutiny. Okay? Yes. So both options apply with equal force. Okay? Yes, they apply with equal force. You are not in any way escaping culpability. No. The information will still be analyzed, synthesized by the chair, and if found, because also giving wrong information to a public officer like the chair or this committee is also criminal. I hope you are aware. So the safest path really is to be honest and truthful, not to waste the committee's time, and to allow us to proceed. That is the safest route. I thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
As I was...
Just, I've had a brief from the auditor who audited you.
Yes, sir.
And they have a recording of what you did.
Yes, sir.
Of what interaction they had with you.
All right.
Because it is high time we take the whole process from a management letter to interface to this level as an holistic process. Because there are answers they are aware of, and that's why before I convene a meeting, I interact with them. On specific queries, I ask them, please provide me with the raw information. But also we can discover ourselves. Because most of these details have been discovered in this interaction, not in the other one. But the other one provides a basis. And where I find a disparity, I either talk to him or the legal officer for guidance. And the reason why I gave you 10 minutes, one was to consult, but also give you time to reorg and smoothen your answers. Because the gravity of the case is above the usual matters. Can I first explain to you what the issues are? We are dealing with an institution that was given a facility called a printer to help lower down the costs of operation of that printer, of that institution, and have an in-house capability and capacity to do printing work. And it was given to you 2018 and brought there to you. And I think it's within even housed well. So was that also a building constructed where it is housed? It was also a building where it is housed was there. All we needed to do was to recruit staff and put a 3-phase line to enable I think it is a heavy machine. It requires quite some capacity of KVs to run. So 2019 to 2005 today, a period of nearly 7 years, you've not been able to functionalize that facility. Instead, you lease out annually at a cost of about 1.5 billion to private people installed in various departments. I heard it from you. Education has its, Nani has its, installed at least in various departments to provide this service that would otherwise, from our perspective, have been solved if this or mitigated had this come into online. So the financial loss, 5.5 billion outlay over the course of 7 years. We read it together with an audit query that has been elaborately audited, because we're now talking about an audit report where these people you contract have no contracts. That's the gravity of the matter. So how you procure them, God knows. We've seen just printing of graduation thing, 150 million. No contract. So, the point you want to tell us is that this, where you're coming on, is that this printing is a teaching facility. It was not meant to solve these problems. And it cannot be repurposed at all to solve these problems. If that's what you want to affirm,
No, Chair.
and I'm going to,
No, Chair. No.
if that's what you want to affirm,
No, Chair.
that's why you are bringing the ICT to convince this committee that you could not repurpose this facility to do any other work other than the teaching and blah, blah. Because I don't want to waste committee's time.
No, Chair, we are not wasting committees.
No, I'm not saying you are. I don't want to waste it.
Yes, Chair, the machine can
Can
also
be repurposed.
It's better to do with the printing of
To do
booklets,
any other printing
printing of booklets.
other than. So what were you going to tell us, sir? Because his argument was you have a wrong question. This can't solve this problem. He wanted to attest to the other one. So what do you want to tell us? That is outside what I've said. Is there anything you feel you have a top man here, top finance, top university supervisor, that you can convince a country that you have not caused a financial loss and it's not deliberate? It's not by, you call it commission or mission? Or both? By commission or omission. That's how grave. And I put it on the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Accounting Officer, Head of Engineering. Is that so? And the planner. The planner, I must thank him. He gave us a proper answer. He's a very good man.
When you have other factors that come into play, we may look at 3 phase and 50 million, but Chair, we have been having the issue of technicians. It is not our intention to get this machine and not use it, but sometimes you find it is beyond our control, but that is not to say that we didn't cause a financial loss. Maybe the US can give some more explanation.
Now we want to understand, because we want to have all contracts you are leasing out, all the people who've been contracting for lease, because we want to investigate which companies are they, and we are going to lift the veil on ownership. You know the direction we are taking. And so I want to give you time to go, give us a full list. I'm not sending this matter to CID. We will complete it on camera. Because it's a straightforward one. I want you to go, give us all the people you've been leasing from, these machines across university departments, and the contracts they have. And the amount associated with those contract sums. And the directorship of those companies that you are leasing out. Can we have that next week? In the evening after Makerere, Monday, we are going to have a meeting we shall continue with this audit. So it will be at around 3 of Monday because we are time barred. So you have a whole day today. Go recompose yourself. Consult your lawyer because the path is that grave. It looks like a simple audit query, but it has revealed a lot. So you will answer 1.3 together with what's the other audit query? 2.3 on page 11. And we have asked the details for 2.3 and this other one. And come along with the Chancellor of this university.
Chair, the Chancellor or the Vice Chancellor?
The Vice Chancellor.
Okay, Chair.
Come along with him, but come along also
With
the Vice Chancellor of this university on Monday.
If you can allow, the fact that the project...
No, to 2. University audit omubalirizi w'ebitabo bya gavumenti bwe yagendayo kalondoozi w'essente z'omusolo yabasanga ng'omwaka gw'2018 gy'emyaka 7 emabega bagizuula nti erina obwetaavu bw'okuba n'ekyuma ekikuba empapula. Abavujjirizi b'obuyambi nga bayita Ministry of Education ne babawa gye bayita state of the art equipment era ne bagizimbira neweegenda yali part of project gye baba okuzimba ne lecture room ne babatirako ne printer enamba ne bagibawa nga buli kimu kye beetaaga mu printer ekyo bakibawadde. Emyaka bagibawa mu 2018. Ba auditor bagenze okukebera ku byuma ebyo nga kutuuka lwaleero tebikolangako. Ng'ensonga lwaki babagamba nti tebikolangako, tebasobodde mu myaka egyo gyonna okutwala layini y'amasannyalaze gwe bayita aga phase 3 nga kyetaaga $50 gokka okugatuusa wali printale n'okuwandiisa abakozi. Naye ekitongole kye kimu tukisanze nga buli mwaka kisansaanya akawumbi kamu ne $1,500,000 okupangisa abantu abakikubira empapula ne printing work. Kakati nga tosobola kuba nga buli mwaka olina budget ya $1,500,000 n'otajjaako $500,000 ogateeke otekeko waya ofune printing eyo osevinge ofise okusansaanya eri eggwanga erya ssente zewanditadde ku printing. Nene tubasanga nga naabo auditor general basanze nga naabo be bawo ku printinga tekuli n'omu ayina contract gwe bawa contract oba contract mu Luganda nkite gwe bawa ndagaano nti kuno ku printingira. Kitegeeza olw'okuba waliwo $1,000,000 ne $500,000 buli mwaka kabadde kagende tulowooza nti kandi bakagenderere ti bano abalina bizinensi ey'okuprintinga tebaagala kyuma kiri kigende mu nkola kuba bajja kufiirwa eki bizinensi. Kyova kati leero tubasabye bali 1 bazze n'akulira university eyo. Ekyokubiri batubuulire baleete buli ndagaano y'omuntu yenna gwe baawa batubuulidde nti buli ka faculty buli ka department kalina yeeyo ekyuma kyekapangisa ekikuba empapula. Waayiro kino tekikola. Katwagala abo bonna bannannyini byuma obwo babatuletera amannya ne badirector baago baprintingira eyo department ku department. Olutusooke tusalewo ne visa abadde wano nakkiriza tikitegeeza eggwanga libadde lifiirwa $1,000,000 ne $500,000 buli mwaka olw'okulemererwa okuteeka amasannyalaze ku kyuma ekyabaweebwa okukuba empapula ewamu bwegatta biliyoni 10.5 biliyoni ezo zigenze togge zandibadde ziyambyeko okuzimba n'okukola okuddukanya yunivasite eyo kyova tubagambye badde ku bbalaza nga batuletedde endagaano zaabo bonna bebawa liizi ne baani bannannyini kampani ezo kubanga yinza okwesanga nga abalupembe bennyini aba yunivasite ate be bannannyini bu printalo obwo bwe baliizinga nekyo oteebereza buteebereza amateeka teganzikiriza kulaga bias essaawa eno